What has made your experience at Fitness Forum different than other clinical rotations?
It's a great question. Three things immediately come to mind. So first and foremost, the aquatic rehab opportunities offered here. Aquatic rehab is an amazing resource that can help so many people, but especially with chronic pain, and being able to help people achieve motions and balances and postures that they thought they would never achieve again. To do that in the aquatic environment, to see the hope ignited on their faces, and to really get that buy-in that we're always looking for from patients and continuing their rehab, that's been a wonderful opportunity. And I wish more clinics engaged with local aquatic facilities to figure out a way to do that. So that opportunity here has been really good. This clinic also has a really good team spirit, and I think that's often mentioned, but it can be overlooked. It's really important to have a good team dynamic to make sure everybody's comfortable with each other, that they trust each other, that they tease each other, that they create this good environment that makes the patient feel at home, but also in skilled hands. And that's the third thing that I'd point to at this clinic is each individual PT has their own area of expertise, their own passion. And even though we all have the DPT, being able to bring your own passions to the fore, being able to have that special interest, it makes a difference in patient care. And patients can see that. They each have their own preferences, and being able to see this diverse team of experiences come together and really help out patients has been wonderful to see.
How has working with your clinical instructor and the Fitness Forum team helped you grow as a future physical therapist?
I'll start with the team. So, as I said, the team all has their own passions and experiences. I've really enjoyed working with Lee, that she has this passion for vestibular, and being able to see how she customizes each experience for each patient. And she also has a real interest in foot biomechanics, so being able to learn both of these very disparate things from the same therapist has been really interesting. We have an OT who teaches lymphedema. I've learned a lot from her. And then we also have PTAs in the pool. So I've learned from this wealth of clinical expertise. For my CI in particular, Vince is, and I say this very seriously, he is a master of patient interaction. His calm demeanor, his encouragement, his way of taking these seemingly insurmountable problems when the patient brings them in and talks about them and breaking them down into easily understandable and manageable pieces. If I can have a demeanor like Vince and be able to reassure my patients like he does, I would feel very proud of my abilities. I also really like the way that he has understanding of the subtleties of mobilizations, of Graston, of dry needling, of soft tissue. These are thrown around almost as buzzwords in the PT community, but there's a real difference between a half-hearted attempt and true clinical expertise. And I feel Vince has the latter. Being able to learn his techniques, his subtleties, has improved my ability in those areas as well. So I would say any future student that comes to work under Vince or Lee or the other members of this team has a lot that they're going to learn and benefit from.
What advice would you give other PT students considering a clinical rotation or internship at Fitness Forum?
So two main things I would say. The first one is ask questions. You are here to learn. You're not here to know everything. And every PT has been in your shoes. So they know the feeling of being slightly overwhelmed, of seeing differences between your classroom and the clinic, of handling patient personalities and learning how to make each person feel encouraged and thrive. All of these are skills that the PTs have learned before you. So ask questions, ask them how they did that, why did they do this, what would you have done differently? There's so much knowledge that is there at your fingertips if you have the courage to step up and ask. Along with that, I would say, trust that you have resources too. You've been through your training, you've passed all your exams, so you have this wealth of experience of your own to bring in. So don't be afraid to say, well, here's what I would do, or what if we tried this? Try new things. Trust that you have a good mind, a good clinical sense as a PT, that you're on the right path and in the right career. If you come in believing in yourself, but ready to ask questions and add to that significance, you're gonna have a good time here.